What's going on? It's your boy CJ Goodfella back with the boxing clinic. Definitely wasn't one of the planned videos for today, but I kept my ear close to the street, man, and I heard a little rumor, man. And remember when Triple G, was asking for a percentage of the revenue for the Canelo fight? Well, he did get it. He got 30%. It sounds like rumored to be a 70-30 split in Canelo's favor, and the latter is Triple G. So he's getting 30% of all revenue this fight does. Now, his deal is not as raw as Kovalev deal is, where Kovalev got 75% of the revenue and 25% hard money. That's what I'm thinking. And that event, I'm hearing from the numbers, from what I'm hearing, the preliminary numbers I'm hearing, failed. So he's definitely probably didn't bring $1 million home, especially after taxes and Kovalev, which this event should do well over $1 million. Because the Chavez Jr. fight and Canelo fight did over $1 million, but they both were Mexican. But it's like Golovkin is the adopted son of Mexico because of the Mexican style. That's what this fight is dubbed to be. And you got Oscar De La Hoya talking about a trilogy and shit. This fight could be a trilogy. Sounds like some fishy shit to me. And we all have heard rumors about some of Golden Boy fights being fixed in the past, but I'm not going to speak on that because I have no hard proof. I'm just saying I got my ear close to the street, and that's what I heard. But back to these negotiations. So this dude, he gets a 30% of the revenue, 30-70 split in Canelo's favor, and also Canelo is fucking walking out last like he the fucking champion. Now, if you go to the Ring magazine, which is owned by Golden Boy, Canelo is ranked as the champion of the middleweight division, even though Gennady Golovkin has all but one belt, including a sorry ass IBO belt. They don't even don't really care. He has the WBA, the WBC, and the motherfucking IBS belt and the IBO. And I believe he has the Ring belt, the WBC belt, where Canelo gift wrapped and handed to his ass at. But you telling me that this dude basically sold out for 30% of the revenue. And what's the bad thing about it is the fact that if 2 or 3 weeks before, I think it is, if Floyd and McGregor, the tickets are super high, but I'm hearing they're in high demand. If this fight, gets all the garnishment of the fanfare, I don't think, that fight is supposed to be at $100 per pay-per-view HD, I believe it is supposed to be in. And, let's say they come out with some 4K shit. DirecTV's been doing the Masters in 4K for golf. And 4K 120. That's what people want to kick out. And this fight breaks the record. It does, $5-6 million is what it's projected to do. You think people are going to turn around and spend another $100 on another pay-per-view? That's why they got ahead of this pay-per-view instead of they couldn't get the same fight day. Especially the A-listers, the ABC lister. I know money isn't a thing, but nobody wants to shove out $100K for a ticket and then come to a 3 weeks down the line, go back to Vegas and spend another, 10, 15K on another ticket. So, potentially, this fight, that McGregor-Mayweather fight can really hurt the revenue of this fight. I'm definitely saying this fight does over $1 million, $1.5 million in my potential. And $1 million turns a really, really good profit in boxing, a really hard profit. So Golovkin is going to get 30% of whatever the hard revenue is, when he could have got a flat, 15 million, 10 to 15 million. I don't even think he's going to get that with a 30% split. If this fight rakes in the live game, I don't know. I just don't see him getting the 15 million that they offered him, or the 10 to 15 million, that he was offered. I think he got hoodwinked for a percentage. I think he should have took the flat fee, in my opinion, because you guarantee 15 million. They can write you that check up front. The majority of that check up front, you get the rest on the back end. Now, I know he wasn't calculating the fact that Mayweather and McGregor would get done 2 or 3 weeks before his fight would, and I think he would have fought for a harder percentage. But at the end of the day, that's what happened when you have a second-rate promoter. And he just got fucked in negotiations, just like Kovalev did. Not as bad, because this event is 20 times the event Kovalev was fighting in Andre Ward for the rematch in the original fight. But he got fucked. 70%, 30-70%. I mean, at least you could have gave him in. He could have fought for 60-40%. He was better off fighting Billy Joe Saunders in Kazakhstan, where like 85% of the population, tuned in to watch this fight with Daniel Jacobs. He could have fought him in Kazakhstan, could have sold that shit out, and he could have made, more than about $10 million, because Billy Joe Saunders understands his role. he could have made about the same money or a little bit more than he made with Canelo Alvarez, even though it wouldn't have got him that fanfare, and it wouldn't have got him that elite fight. So I guess in the end of the day, you know, he felt like he got what was a better deal, but I think it's a stupid deal when you look at the bigger picture. But Mayweather-McGregor wasn't made. You would think this is the biggest fight in a 3 or 4 week span that it is in, but it's not. And at the end of the day, you know, his promoter team fucked him. You know, Main Events fucked Kovalev. And if he loses, that's just going to be the icing on the cake, because we know if he loses, Canelo has the rematch clause in his favor and Golovkin don't. So he just got took through the fucking ringer all the way around in negotiations. He don't have a rematch clause, but Canelo does. He walks first, Canelo walks second. Canelo gets the 70-30 split in his favor. God damn, what the fuck he paying this promoter for? He could have did a Roy Jones and promoted on his own behalf. You know, you have 3 belts and you down there the lineal champion, middleweight champion of the world, and you fucking walking first. If this is true, this is out of motherfucking mind. This is fuck out of sight, out of mind. You know, this is crazy. And they're already trying to build up a trilogy. You know, like I said, man, I'm not gonna talk about what's been said about the past about Golden Boy and other fights. But at the end of the day, man, this dude, man, needs to fire his promotional team. No fucking way. Almost a lineal champion, the best champion in the world, is walking first and gets a 30% out of 70%. Man, fire that.